Virgo, welcome back to lovefromaleo. My name is Tay and this is my channel. Today we're doing your June 2020 tarot reading. I'm very comfortable today. All I was doing was like cleaning up and just, doing the small things here and there. So I'm very chill right now. So yeah, I should be able to tap into your energy very easily today. So Virgo, here you are. And we have Mars as your focus. So with this energy, I definitely feel like this is a time where you're going to be feeling very driven. You're going to be focusing on whatever your goals are, and you're also going to be super ambitious. And so with this can come, maybe there's, like, for some reason I just got the thought that you're probably going to be having just a tiny bit of frustration because maybe you want things to move quicker than what they are. But on the positive side of this, I see you going towards your goals, and really, like, whatever you said in the past that you were going to do, you're doing it. You're going to make sure it happens. And like, that's a really driven energy that Mars brings. And this is a very different type of energy that I've been seeing for like the other signs, So okay, Virgo, let's see what you've been cooking up, what you are going to be cooking up, because it seems like you're going to be very focused and determined. So let's see, what does Spirit want Virgo to know? Transformation. This card comes out so many times on my channel, y'all. I don't know if you guys have ever gotten it, but transformation. I think Scorpio was the one who had it last month, or the last time that it came out on the channel. So transformation, when you combine the number 1 and 3, which is at the top here, it's the number 4. So we're building. We're trying to find certain stability within yourself, within your life, within the things that seem traumatic, within the things that seem like they aren't going your way. You're figuring out how to be more stable. 222, I just saw it. What are you creating right now? What are you molding in your brain? What are you trying to manifest? I want you to think about that while I read this card, okay? Because then it's going to help us kind of zone into that energy of what you need to be focused on. With all this Mars energy that you're going to be feeling, this is what you should dedicate it towards. A time of ending is close at hand. Don't resist the abrupt changes that are suddenly happening in your life. These could be taking place in your personal life, relationships, business, or career. You have the strength, as the transformation card asks you to have the courage and to know that renewal follows every conclusion. This card comes forth to remind you that the death of an old way of thinking and believing must occur before you can move forward on your new path. Transformation is all about the ebb and flow of life cycles. Nothing in this life remains motionless. Everything is on its way to somewhere. Accept the changes, and opportunity will come to expand you in more ways than you could have ever imagined. You can't live in the past. It's time to move on. In order to take the next positive step, you should look at yourself closely and your life and ask, are there loose ends that need to be tied? Are there people in my life who I need to express myself to? What needs to be completed so I can have a fresh start? When you do so, you'll have a stronger, more reinforced foundation to carry you through the new beginnings that await you. So I definitely feel like there's a situation that you either are going through or have already went through, an ending, right? This is an ending that, I just got the chills. It's an ending that to you, I don't think you necessarily saw it coming, but even if you did, it was just like the magnitude of the hurt that came after that is the part that's sticking out to me the most. This is like a blow to the chest. This is like, someone taking the air away from you. Maybe it's how you found out or what you found out, it doesn't matter. The point is, this door that closed, it's because you have to walk through a new hallway, and it may be a dark hallway. You may not be able to see what's coming up, but just know the more you walk, the closer you get to the next door. Okay, Virgo? So this is what I'm seeing. I think whatever ended, it was something that maybe it felt like a betrayal, because we have Mars here, and I just feel like it's pushing you to become better. It's pushing you to not get revenge, but to become better. You know how people say the best revenge is your success, your money, your future, This is that type of energy, okay? So I do like this for you, Virgo, because once Virgo doesn't have something distracting them, like a love or whatever, maybe you lost your job or something, like whatever happens, like once you don't have that distraction, you have all of this energy that you need to put somewhere, Virgo. You have to do it because you multitask consistently. So with this happening, I feel like you're being pushed to put whatever your energy into something that's going to work for you and not for them. All of the focus that you put on that person or that situation, it's finally going towards yourself. So let's look into your June. We're going to start with the beginning, and then we'll move to the middle, and then the end, okay? Beginning, middle. What is the end of June looking like for Virgo? Thank you, Spirit. In the beginning of your June, we have the Magician. So you aren't necessarily sad anymore. You may have a little bit of hurt, or maybe you're still bitter about whatever had transpired in your past. I feel like for most of you, it's already happened. The ending has already happened. In the beginning of your June, the Magician card here is saying you realize your resources now. You realize what you can do. You realize what you, even if it's a lot or a little bit, you realize everything that you need now, because now you're being forced to try to make new things happen, to create new things, manifest new things. So now it forces you to look at everything around you and to really tap in and be like, how can I use this to push myself, to be able to get myself somewhere different, to get to that new door. You understand what I'm saying? And this is all within yourself. All of your resources are outside of you, but also some of them are within. But you're seeing you have resources now. So this is where your awakening is starting to happen. If you look here, there's an infinite sign on his third eye, the real eye. You're realizing everything around you can be to your benefit, but you hadn't been seeing it like that for a while, you know? So you're kind of waking up to that. And in clarification for that, I got the Temperance card in reverse. So I feel like this is saying like you're not waiting anymore. You're using, you're rushing towards these resources, especially with that Mars energy. You're rushing towards it. And instead of you having a calm approach, you're like, maybe you're still calm, but I feel like this is a situation where you're definitely being so motivated to go towards, you know, whatever this newfound pathway that you're being either forced to go down, or you have to go down it. What is your attitude in the beginning of June? How are you showing up? What is Virgo looking like in the beginning of their June when it comes to all of this rushing towards and realizing their own potential? We got the Hangman. So some of you are literally looking very upset, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Some of you are very like annoyed. But you're also seeing things from a new perspective. This is what this is about. It's the same environment, the same things, the same people around you, but you're looking at it from a different perspective. This is why things will start to change for you. So you may still be upset, you may still be bitter, but things are changing, okay? You're seeing it from a new perspective. I think there's still some things you're hanging on to just a little bit, but I do think that you're going to make movements away from this. Now, with whatever you're rushing towards, how do you feel about this? How do you feel about whatever you're rushing towards? Virgo. Uh-oh. The Fool. So you feel like this is your new path that you have to go down. You're not sure what's to be on this path, and you're not necessarily afraid, but you are trying to figure out what's going to happen in the unknown. You know, Virgo is known for being the planners of the zodiac. You like to know what's going to happen. You like to plan. You like to literally plan however something is supposed to go. You don't have that luxury at this point in your life right now. Especially with Mars energy, transformation, Magician, Temperance in reverse, Hangman. These are all things that have no control. You're just going with the flow. And this is part of the lesson, Virgo, for you. Like, you can't control everything. You can only control what you can control, which is what this Magician card is saying. Whatever you can control, do that. But everything else, it's up to everything that happens. It's just up to the way things are supposed to go. And I think you're starting to realize that now. But you also realize there are certain things that you can add to help the situation, even if you don't have complete control over the situation. And so, yeah, Virgo, this is some big stuff for you, because you're learning your powers, your strengths, your weaknesses, but you also have a determination. You have an ambition to go towards something, and that's where the power comes in. That's part of the magic as well. Wow. What is it that you would want though? What do you want? What is your goal, if you have one? If you don't, then this is not, part of your reading. But what is it that you would want? 7 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like you want to be in a situation where you don't feel like you have to fight or you don't have to work so hard in order to obtain things that don't even give you what you're looking for. It's almost like you just want things to be, you just want to be comfortable. You want, yes, you want things to be, you know, cohesive. You understand that things don't just come free, but you want things to be finally calm and just the way that you want them to be, Virgo. You also may want like emotionally, I think some of you want an old person from your past to come back towards you, like you're missing however they used to make you feel. So this is what I'm seeing, okay? If I don't think for the majority, I don't think there's like a lot of people involved in this situation, but for those of you, for that past person, it doesn't have to be love. It could definitely be. It does not have to be though. I want to see what person, sun, moon, rising, who is this person? Who could they be? Who could they be? All right, we have a Leo and we also have a Pisces, okay? Okay, so some of you are wanting a certain person to come back towards you. I don't think it was a person that had anything to do with this transformation, though. I think it's somebody totally different. Like I'm saying with this Magician's card, I think you're realizing what you have been putting up with for so long, if that makes sense for you, okay? So that's what we're going to stop at for the beginning of your June. Let's go ahead and segue into the middle. So in the middle of June, you definitely have a lot of things that you're juggling now. So now that you're, you know, going outside and you're doing what you got to do, now you're starting to have to balance, you know, work, life, play, money, responsibilities, children, whatever it is, you're starting to juggle this. You're starting to really have to put things into perspective. And I think this is something that actually makes you feel comfortable, because it makes it to where you're not just sitting and thinking about what isn't happening anymore. So I do like to see this. I think this is actually a very good energy for you, Virgo. You're multitasking again. You're taking on more things at once. You're, you know, organizing, figuring out what needs to go where, what needs to happen. This is a very, very good energy for you, okay? Two of Pentacles. What is it that Virgo is focusing on? What are they juggling? Get some clarification. Eight of Wands in reverse, 10 of Wands in reverse. So I feel like some of you guys, you definitely are putting in a lot of energy. Like there's so much that has to be done, right? You are juggling things coming at you extremely fast. Like you're having to kind of hold on to the ride. Like you don't really know what's coming your way. You just know there's a lot that you have to deal with. And then with the 10 of Wands in reverse, I feel like this is saying, you're really just putting all your energy that you can into everything that you're doing. You're just using all of your energy. But this is something I feel like, again, it's just because of this Mars energy. You're just part of what Mars is about when it's in regards to Aries. It's about using all the energy that you have. I just saw a red bird out there. Beautiful. It's about using all the energy that you have to complete something that you chose to start. And so, yes, you are putting a lot of energy. Yes, you may feel like, yo, this is a lot of work. This is a lot to juggle. But you know that whatever you're doing, it's going to give you a good outcome. It's going to give you something to feel proud of. It's going to give you something to help you prioritize the other things in your life, okay? So I do like to see this for you. How do you feel about having all of these responsibilities and all of these things coming at you? What is Virgo's feelings on this? Oh. Nine of Pentacles. So you feel like this gives you a sense of freedom, a sense of independence, and also you feel proud. You're very, very proud of your accomplishments at this time. And I think this is something that you needed. You needed this ego boost. You needed to feel like, damn, like I can do this I can do bad all by myself, you know? And this is what I'm feeling for you. Very, very much so. I can do bad all by myself. I love this. I love this for you, Virgo. Look, Virgo's here on the card as well. Very nice. Very, very nice. I love this, Virgo. You're bossing up. You're doing that thing you do whenever you gotta, if you want something done right, you gotta do it yourself. That's the type of energy I'm feeling for you right now. Beautiful. So you are feeling like you're doing this all alone. You may feel like you don't really have much help, but I don't think you're looking for it. You're not really looking for anyone to help. In fact, you may be extremely quiet about this, with all the tasks that you're actually dealing with. You have Judgment here for how you're showing up in the middle of your June. So make sure you're not being too hard on yourself. Like maybe you feel like you could be doing a lot more, or maybe there's so much work that has to be done and you're the only one really working on it. So it could make you feel like you're not doing anything, but that's not the truth, okay? You are working extremely hard. Remember, with Mars as your focus, and also with you going through these transformations, you have to take care of yourself as well. Don't run yourself, out of commission just because you were not paying attention to your body. Okay, Virgo, make sure you pay attention to your body. Don't worry so much. Don't worry so much. You have to kind of let go, but also like do your part. Do what you know needs to be done as far as work wise, and anything you can control. Remember, what you can control, focus on that. What you cannot control, let it go. Let it go, Virgo. Okay, and allow yourself, your own work to speak for itself. Okay. One of my Pisces friends had told me, like, being a bully to yourself, that's such a Virgo thing to do. Like, don't bully yourself. Be nice to yourself. Like, encourage yourself, especially if you're the only one that you have in your life right now who's really rooting for you. You have to start encouraging yourself, okay, Virgo? Otherwise, it's like, why are you even doing all of this? What's the point? Let's go ahead and move into the end of your June. In the middle of June, all I'm seeing is just work, 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 work. That's it. But you feel very, very proud. And I like that. It's like you feel satisfied because of how much you're working. Beautiful. The end of your June, I am seeing the Five of Pentacles in reverse. I like seeing this. This means that you're getting your profits from whatever you were working on. And if you were requesting certain type of, higher realm help, like from your angels, your guides, your spirit, your soul, like just certain type of healing in that nature, this is what this is saying. You were definitely getting it, okay? This is like you already were putting in all of that request for it to happen. At the end of June, you will start to see the progress from it, the abundance that comes from this as well. What is it that you were requesting? I want to know what Virgo wanted. The moon. You want it to be healed internally in an emotional way, but I also feel like you wanted to kind of connect with someone, like you wanted some sort of confirmation. It could have been with the Pisces or maybe a Cancer. We did have Pisces energy in the beginning of your June. So I think maybe you were looking for some sort of advice, assistance, or just clarity. You know what I'm saying? Just clarity, understanding when it comes to a certain person or a certain piece of yourself that you feel like, why do I keep doing this? Or why can't I move past this? What exactly was the issue, though, that caused for Virgo to need to ask for this assistance? Ace of Swords. Yeah, you wanted clarity. Some of you did want communication for sure. So it's like you wanted communication, you wanted clarity, you wanted closure. And I think this is something that you're starting to receive at the end of your June, whether it's clarity, communication. Peace of mind as well is what you wanted. Peace of mind comes from knowing the truth as well. Having knowledge on something. King of Wands. Someone who may have embarrassed you, or they did something that you felt like was betraying them and you left them behind. You wanted to kind of understand, like, why were you so easily led towards them? Like, why did you even put up with them? Why didn't you leave them in the first place? You wanted clarity on that. Like, whoever this person was, this is a person who did you dirty or embarrassed you in front of people, or made you feel stupid. And it did end already. It's over with. That's the whole transformative thing that I'm seeing here. But you wanted to know, why did I even do that? What was the point of me going down that way? Why wasn't I knowledgeable enough to know that this isn't the right way to go? Why couldn't I see the red flags? And so you're asking for this type of, realization, but also I think you wanted to know how to move past that. So it was something within yourself, especially with this moon card. It's like you knew that there was something within yourself that attracted that energy to come towards you, yes? And so you're like, what is it in me that I need to fix, that I need to clear up, so that I don't have to go through things like that? I don't attract people who treat me like that. And I think you will start to see this. It will start to make sense to you. It will start to make sense to you. If you are curious to know what sign this person was, so you can kind of see who exactly I'm talking about, let's see what their sign could be. Sun, moon, or rising. Sun, moon, or rising. Who was Virgo dealing with? It came out right away. It could have been a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising. Or maybe someone who had multiple personalities. But yeah, this is somebody who's probably very tricky, okay? And I do think that you get to this clarification. You understand, at least at the end of June, you begin to understand, you know, what was it all for? Why did it happen? What did you need to fix within yourself in order for that to happen? How do you feel about the ending of this? How did you feel about, or how at the end of June, how do you feel about the ending? Because once you have clarity, I think it'll be a lot easier for you to deal with any pain that was left over from it. You feel 7 of Wands, which means you're still kind of fighting through it, you know, but you feel like a survivor. You feel like, I made it though, I still did it. We have 8 of Pentacles, and you're like, there's a lot of work that has to be done with this, but at the same time, I know that through time, I will be healed from this. And I also feel like you've been putting in the work to become a better you. Like, you've really been investing in yourself. For some of you, if you look here, there's a older person and then a son or a child. I feel like this is you kind of looking at yourself and fixing the inner child within you that happened to maybe be the reason why you have issues as an adult, attracting the wrong people, or, you know, maybe people who do you dirty or just treat you wrong, you know, because of maybe something that happened in your childhood. This is what I'm seeing for you, Virgo. So you're understanding, because of you doing the work internally and because of you actively asking for help from spirit, you've been doing the work, and you're starting to put the pieces together of the patterns that have been manifesting ever since you were a child. So this has gotten really deep, Virgo. This is really, really deep. But this is the most important thing I want you to realize. You have the Ace of Swords. You have 5 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're no longer the one needy. You're no longer the one who is the victim. You are the survivor now. You are now moving ahead to help others, to be the source of light, to be the example to other people as well of what you have went through, why you went through it. You now understand that. You've gotten down to the bottom of the nitty gritty. Now you can build upwards. Now you can go higher than where you were at previously, okay? And this is what growth is about. This is what transformation is about. This is how you turn into the butterfly, Virgo. This is how you lead by example. You show people the things that you went through, but you show them how you came out and how you are now. This is what I'm talking about, Virgo. Very, very nice. Very beautiful reading. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and stop the reading here. Thank you so much for watching this video. This was a very, very amazing reading. Very insightful and just very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. I have so much, you know, hope and love and light going towards you. I just want you to feel it, you know. Thank you again for watching this video. If you want to see more, you can subscribe to the channel. I have Instagram accounts if you want to follow me there. If not, I have a Gmail where you can request your own personal reading. Maybe you want to see what that actual childhood trauma was. Also, I have a Patreon if you would like to have monthly personal readings with me. Last but not least, I don't know. I love you guys. I'll see you very, very soon. Thank you so much for watching this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.